Apologize for reading this, but I get a little nervous sometimes when I try to memorize stuff. I wish to thank the Gloucester Daily Times and the Rockport Association for hosting tonight's forum, my opponents for participating, I learned a lot, and the audience for making it an enjoyable experience. I was honored to serve on the Board of Selectmen several years ago, and now wish to serve again. As Rockport's next selectman, I'll be a leader, reach out to volunteers, and be fiscally vigilant while maintaining a collegial, professional atmosphere on the Board of Selectmen. The Board of Selectmen is the town's executive authority, and as such needs to set policy, listen to the townspeople, and be decisive. By doing this, the Board of Selectmen will maintain their leadership. A board that publicly performs as it should is seen as a valuable resource. As individuals, the selectmen are volunteers serving the town. Like all the volunteers in the town, we wish to be contributing something necessary, have the resources we need, and be acknowledged for the work we do. By embracing our role as one of the many volunteers in the town, we will be in a position to better relate to and attract people we need to fill the various committee rosters, which are now sadly lacking volunteers. Rockport is unique in many ways, one of which is the amount of services provided for the taxes we collect. Unlike many small towns in the Commonwealth, Rockport is a full-service town. We have our own school system, our own sewer, our own public water supply, our own harbor masters, police, ambulance, and fire departments, and the staff, library, and staff to feed. The pressures to put a budget by the level of services we offer need to be balanced by our tax level. That's the fact. This requires cooperation between the various town departments, the Board of Selectmen, the Finance Committee, and the school board. These important decisions need to be discussed and advertised so the townspeople's desires are accurately reflected in our fiscal policy. I believe that my previous experience on the board and dedication to the town uniquely positioned me to be a valuable addition to the Board of Selectmen this year. I look forward to serving our town for the next 3 years.
In 1987, I chose to become a U.S. citizen, to be a part of the democratic process, to vote, and to have a true sense of belonging, which is very, very important to me. With citizenship comes rights and responsibilities. 8 years ago, I was selected for the newly formed Community Preservation Committee, which deals with important issues dear to my heart. In the capacity as chair and vice chair, I worked with the town moderator, town administrator, and town officials to bring the projects of groups to town meeting in such a way that people understand them and have felt confident voting for them 100% of the time. I have taught for 38 years, currently teaching just 1 day a week. If elected, it will give me time to devote to the position of selectman. I believe in the importance of a well-rounded, affordable public education. I have also worked as an outreach worker for the Manchester Council on Aging and volunteered for senior care, helping to protect local residents of nursing homes from abuse and neglect. I am comfortable dealing with people of all ages. Community building is very important to me. I strive to articulate my positions clearly and welcome various points of view to reach the best solutions. I have good problem-solving skills and am confident in approaching new situations. I try always to speak the truth and have the courage to speak out when something is not right. The town of Rockport deserves leaders who respect each other and the citizens who come before them, who work together for the common good and appreciate and affirm town employees, without whom this town could not run. I believe I am such a leader with a proven record. I chose to live in Rockport and will work to protect its unique qualities and to help keep it an affordable place to live. I ask for your vote on May 4th.
Yesterday, after the last one of these forums, a much respected lady in our morning circle came in and said how proud she was to be a resident of Rockport because it had been so many years since she had seen such a fine, broad vote of individuals seeking this office. I agree with that. These are some of the best people that I have had the opportunity to spend any time with in a short time frame. I have no resume to fall back on. I'm not even going to try to lean back. But this is an important lesson. An important election, because you're going to elect someone who in effect is the guy on the rudder, lady on the rudder. We will have 2 select persons come up for re-election next year. We will have some very important people in the areas of public service eligible for retirement next year. Vital replacements are going to be needed. Close attention to vetting and inquiring and knowing how to go are going to be important qualities. And I've been there and I've done them all. I don't have an answer for everything. That's why we have people elect people like us. If I don't have an answer, I'll look to you. And if you think you have a solution, you bring it to me. Another long-serving gentleman once told me that the best part of being a selectman was the people in the community looked up to you. That's a nice thought, but I don't need that. The thing that is important is to balance the board of selectmen. Eliminate the spats in terms of who's going to be the chair or who isn't, and who is us and who is them. And why is the school committee over there and we only play host to them once a year? I'm asking for everybody's support to be elected to the Board of Selectmen as a representative for all of the people in Rockport. Thank you, and good night.
I'd like to thank you all for coming out and listening to us. I would also like to thank you all for your support and caring about the future of this town and each other. I grew up in Pigeon Cove, where I witnessed many changes in the town. The Halbert Point fire, the tool company closing, the 5-school unification, the fishing regulations that impact our local fishermen. I'm also happy of many of the Rockport's fixtures that were made. Motif number 1, Same-Day Yacht Club, Bearskin Neck, Halbert Point, 4th of July Parade, the Christmas pageant, and many of the artists in this community. I support the tax rise and hope you will too. This, along with the great work of our school committee and the finance committee and our teachers, will keep our schools on track. On a personal note, I'm a father of 3. And as of next year, I'll have a child in middle high and at the middle administration building. They're really thriving in the school. And they're really inspired by the fantastic teachers that we have and the staff. And we have to keep. When my son was just a year old, my wife had an accident at home. She suffered a stroke. There was a huge outpouring of support in this town, and it was overwhelming. We could not have survived without the compassion and the giving of this community. With families, there are challenges. With towns, there are challenges. For these challenges, I am motivated to run for council. I'm Ian Vincent. I'm a 3rd generation Rockporter. I live at 6 Meadow Road, and I'm asking for your vote on Tuesday, May 4th. Thank you.
First, I want to thank the Boston Daily Times, the Art Association. I'd like to thank Ray and Dale, the audience, friendly faces that I see in the audience. Thank you for coming. I just want you to know that I love this town. I have no agenda. I just want to see this town grow and succeed. I want to be the voice for the families, the average person out there. I want my children to be out there or sitting up here, and their children. I want it to make it a wonderful town for everyone to live. I need passion, heartfelt concerns. Come out and vote for me on Tuesday, May 4th. If you want something fresh, something different, something new, that's me. Thanks.